Hello everyone, this is Jimmy Singh, broker owner of Supermax Realty, 647-961-2639. In today's video, I would like to talk about fear, and it is in continuation to my success series, to help people overcome the mental blocks. So there was a research done, recently, and they check how our body language affect brain hormones, and especially that they focus on two hormones. The first one is called cortisol, that is the stress hormone. The second one is testosterone, and that hormone help us to have peak performance. So cortisol increases stress level and reduces our performance, where testosterone increase our performance. And what the scientists found was, if we have a strong posture, we have a strong body language. So if we have chin up, chest out, those kind of things, and we walk tall, they found out that those people have a higher testosterone level versus the people who have a fearful posture. They have more cortisol or stress hormone in their blood levels. So that is an interesting finding. See folks, we all live two different lives. One life, which we live is the normal life. Second is the unlived life, which we all crave and yearn for. That is the life with our dreams, with our passions, which we want to follow, but then for whatever reason we rationalize, and the fear and the self-doubt keep us at the same level. And what you have to do is, you have to overcome the resistance created by self-doubt and fear, and you have to take massive action. Yes, by taking action, it can create lot of discomfort and it involves lot of work, but in order for you to achieve success in your life, you have to overcome these things. Most of the people, they always talk themselves out. They'll say, I will do it later. They will never say, I will never do it. They'll say, I'm just waiting for pandemic to finish, then I'll open my business. I'm just waiting for market to crash, then I'll invest my money in real estate or stock market. So what happen is, these things will force you to rationalize, and then you won't take action. And then in your mind, you start playing a movie, past failures, or you start talking to yourself, I'm not good enough. Not yet, I'm waiting for a perfect time. I don't have enough money. So at the end of the day, if you look back at your life, you will see similar patterns. One time you have lot of motivation, strong willpower, you feel good about yourself, you start working towards your goal, and certain thing happen, and then suddenly you pause and you don't persist, and then it causes the failure, and then you start self-doubting and you lose the battle. So how can we dominate the fear? That is the number one question you have to ask. So what I found in very successful people, in case of fear, they have the ability and courage to take massive action. Fear, it actually tells us where we need to grow in our life and step out of our comfort zone. So you have to be courageous, because our mind, it often distorts the reality, and we jump to the conclusion. They say fear is false evidence appearing to be real. They said fear the fear and do it anyways. So stop letting the story in your mind to replay about your past failure. You have to ask powerful questions. You have to ask, what is the worst thing that can happen and can I handle it? That is actually the key to success. You ask powerful questions to your mind, and then you should have, focus, laser like focus. So today I'm going to talk, first topic is fear. Second topic, successful people do is they have laser like focus. So there was a quote by Bruce Lee. He says, a successful warrior is an average man with laser like focus. You don't need to be extraordinary talented, but you need to be extraordinary focused in your life. That is the key. And another thing I studied in psychology and peak performance for a lot of top people in the world, that if something is really important to them, they go after it with all the vigor, even though the likelihood of success is very, very low. So what you have to do is, in order to have, perform at the peak of your, power, or to do your great work, you have to overcome these resistance to live the life you always crave for. Because in today's world, we have lot of interruption, we have lot of, disruptions in our life. And, sometimes we check our email suddenly, then there's social media, there's phone and Facebook, WhatsApp, Netflix, and we can't put our attention to our life purpose for even half an hour. So what you have to do is, you have to start from scratch, set up daily time slots. Every night you make a list of 2 to 10, 2 to 5, not more than like 5 things to accomplish the next day, and focus on important activities, and just go for it. Because there is a rule called 80-20 rule, that 20% of your efforts will get you 80% of the results. And make sure when you are in your zone, no visitor is allowed in your room. You turn off your phone and just focus on top producing activities which will create you massive success. And lot of successful people in the world I studied, they do massive action in only one thing. They are good in only one thing. And if you become, good and passionate about only few things in life, your success grows exponentially. We talk about Tiger Woods. He go and hit, thousands of golf balls every day since he was, young. Warren Buffett, he read 500 books of 500 pages of financial reports every day, and he's good in financial wealth creation. And if I talk about Steve Jobs, he was focused on putting iPhone. And then, you talk about Bill Gates. Any person who has achieved certain things in life, they are all focused on very few things in life. Rest they can delegate to their subordinates or their workers. So assign time daily when you have to check your phone for emails to increase your productivity. So in the morning, focus when their mind is fresh on top income producing activities or top things. If you're a writer, in the morning you have creative thing going on, focus the best part of your day on those things. And then in the afternoon, you can check email and set up those time slot. That is very, very important. And stop doing multitasking. Nobody I know very successful is doing multitasking, in a good way. So what happens is, when you do multitasking, you are switching your attention from one thing to the other, creating a poor performance. Your quality of your work goes down, and it increases your stress level. It also increases the time it will take you to finish your job. So keep those things in mind, and stop procrastination. Stop talking to yourself that I'm going to start my business later, I'm going to go after my goals, I'm going to start traveling when I'm 65. Those are not the things you have to do. Don't rationalize, and always remember, motivation, willpower, they are important tools, but they are short term. So for long-term success, you have to focus and be accountable. So have somebody who, in your family, friends you talk to regarding your goals, who's also passionate about that, and make sure you don't take your dreams to your grave. Till next time, to your success, this is Jimmy Singh, broker of record, Supermax 647-961-2639. You can follow me on my YouTube channel, Real Estate Edge with Jimmy Singh, or you can follow me on TikTok. Talk to you soon. God bless.